the shocking boot camp video, the search for an alleged would-be kidnapper, and more. Pasadena Police Chief Phillip Sanchez tells us where the department is on a number of cases. Also, lockdown at Arcadia High School. All this, much more on CCN Crown City News. Your news, your neighborhood, seconds away.
Do you have a great business idea? The Pasadena Enterprise Zone can help. The Pasadena Enterprise Zone, open for business.
Hi, I'm Jesse Avila at the Convalescent Aid Society, a nonprofit organization established in 1923. We provide the free loan of durable medical equipment, of hospital beds, wheelchairs, walkers, canes, and many other items. Your donations and contributions are welcome and greatly appreciated. We are located at 3255 East Foothill Boulevard in Pasadena.
We're here to help you!
Please give us a call and check for availability at 626-793-1696.
Hi everyone, thank you for watching CCN Crown City News, your neighborhood. I'm Sehnita Joshua Mattison. There have been a number of major news stories in Pasadena recently, including the two shocking videos released by the Pasadena Star-News showing what some say is abuse of kids at a local boot camp. The videos show kids being forced to drink water to the point of vomiting, and 4 adults yelling in the face of a kid who was forced to wear a truck tire around his neck. We talked about the videos with someone on the board of one of the area camps last week. This week, Pasadena Police Chief Phillip Sanchez joins us live to discuss if there were any crimes committed on those videos, along with some other news in our neighborhoods. Thanks for being here, Chief.
Thanks for having me this evening.
Now, you've seen the videos that were out on the Pasadena Star-News website.
Yes, I sure have.
What was your reaction? What did you think of those videos?
Well, first blush, I mean, they are very shocking. There's no doubt that the activity that was captured on the video is concerning. It could be a violation of the law. It definitely it does not settle well with anybody who would see those videos or know about what occurred as depicted on that data.
Okay. Where's the investigation? Have you talked to the boot camp owners? Do you know who's involved here?
Well, the lead investigator on this case is Lieutenant Tracy Ibarra, and I won't be able to say much about it since it is an active case. What I would like to tell your viewing audience this evening is that if they have information about activity that they've seen on the video, if they know some of the children that were involved, if they were involved themselves, if they're victims or they know victims, if they would call the Pasadena Police Department at area code 626-744-4241, ask for Lieutenant Tracy Ibarra, give her that information so that she can follow up on that actively.
Okay. Now, you know, a lot of parents send their kids to these boot camps for discipline. You're someone, you know, they want this military style, you know, police academy style training for these kids in hopes that they're going to become stronger and more disciplined and build character. You've gone through the ranks of police academy training, you know, you're an upstanding citizen. Do you think that's what they're getting? Are these parents getting what they're thinking they're getting from these boot camps?
Well, first and foremost, parents need to be aware. They really need to vet whatever the boot camp or extracurricular activity that their children might be involved in. Just because they want their children to have some level of discipline or extra activity in their life doesn't suggest that a boot camp is legitimate. I don't know whether it is or isn't, but the more that parents are aware, the better they can be prepared to make a judgment as to whether or not their child should be involved in that particular boot camp. Now, you made an interesting reference to a police academy. The difference in the police academy is that you're dealing with adults. You know, you have to be 20 or 21 years of age to attend the academy. All the academy instructors are certified under the state of California with the Peace Officer Standards and Training Department under the state's supervision. So there's a little bit of a difference there. The key perspective here is that parents are aware of what their children are doing, that they meet with the instructor, they talk to the instructor, and then they can make a legitimate judgment as to whether or not their child should be involved in that activity.
Okay. Now there was another incident of, kind of an authority figure and kids at John Muir recently with the football coach Ken Howard, who was stepping in for a security situation. Now, when we had talked to the Pasadena police when that incident occurred, they had said that that Coach Howard there were no criminal charges being filed, but now there are criminal charges being filed by the city manager. What happened there?
Well, a couple of things. First of all, it probably was premature for the Pasadena Police Department to say that there would be no criminal charges filed. That's not really the role, or do we have the capacity to make that assessment. That really is with the city prosecutor or the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. So the way the format works is an incident is reported to the Pasadena Police Department. We respond and investigate. We interview all the witnesses, the victims. We document the information that occurred on an official police report, and then we submit it to the city prosecutor or the city attorney or the district attorney's office, and they then can assess the evidence and then make a determination if they're going to prosecute that particular case. In the case with Mr. Howard, it was presented to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. The Los Angeles County District Attorney elected not to pursue prosecution. We have a fiduciary responsibility at that point to then present it to the Pasadena City Prosecutor's Office, who determined that there was a violation of the law and filed a count of battery against Mr. Howard.
Okay. Now, was there, during that week that incident happened with Coach Howard, was there other, we'd heard reports of other knife fights on campus. Do you know of any of those kinds of incidents happening?
No, I don't personally know about those. I mean, our school resource officers were on the campus at all the times. They have great relationships with our young people. And I'd like to stress something here. We have great young people that go to John Muir High School. The vast majority of our young people are engaged.
Absolutely.
They're interested in their future. They're interested in education, and they really do a great job, and they have a great relationship with the Pasadena Police Department. Every now and then, these kinds of things occur, and when they do, we are obligated, we are interested in investigating these kinds of situations so that we can best capture and then present the information to the prosecuting agency.
Okay. Well, you've been working with the community recently as well with, there's been an increase in burglaries in the area. What can you tell us about that?
Well, year to date, we're about 18% higher in burglaries. So last year we had a total in the city about 498 burglaries, and this year we're about at 589 burglaries, which is about an 18% increase. And really what we're finding still is that a lot of people presume that no one will take their property. So they're leaving their vehicles unlocked, they're leaving personal property that's in plain view in their vehicle. I'd like to share a quick story with you. We had Operation Awareness that was initiated just a few weeks ago. We had over 20 volunteers who went down to a particular area in the city, and they contacted residents who left their property in their vehicle in plain sight. We contacted over 500 people, 500 potential victims who left their property, their valuables in plain sight. And because our wonderful Pasadena police volunteers under the supervision of Officer Nicole Bazo, they were able to go out there and warn those people and hopefully educate them about how to safeguard themselves.
Okay, well, hopefully they won't be doing that again, huh?
I hope not.
But so one other thing I wanted to ask you about this Wednesday, there's going to be, on November 9th at 11 a.m., FEMA and FCC will be conducting a test of the emergency alert system. Now, people know the emergency broadcast system, but this is being done at the federal level versus before it was being done at a regional level. How are local agencies, cooperating with this? Is there, a lot of conspiracy theorists are saying, this is the president taking over our airwaves and our communications. What do you say about that?
Not so much. I think the reality is that the federal government really is trying to lead the way in homeland defense and security and pushing that down to the local level. And if FEMA is the vehicle by which we make these tests, either at the state, federal, or local levels, so be it. I think that is an appropriate use of federal resources to be able to engage local law enforcement, engage local government, so we can participate in the greater effort to defend our great community and our great nation. And I'd just like to add one more thing on that. Whether it's a burglary or a suspicious person or something else that might be more serious, I would ask your viewers really to take on the notion about see something, say something. If there's something suspicious, call the Pasadena Police Department. Give our talented police officers an opportunity to investigate, to determine whether or not it's something that is criminal in nature. Don't rationalize your observations. If you really see something that's suspicious, pick up the phone, give us a call, either the non-emergency number, 744-4241, or if you have your 911 plugged into your cell phone or your home phone, please give us a call and give us that opportunity.
Okay, well, we thank you so much for getting that information out to our viewers and just taking the time to come out here. Hopefully we'll see you at the turkey tussle this year.
We're looking forward to it. Thank you again.
Okay, thank you, Chief. Well, Arcadia High School was locked down this past week, and a boy escapes his kidnapper by biting him. That, along with CCN meteorologist Curtis Peak and what we can expect for weather this coming week. When we come back, you're watching CCN Crown City News. Your news, your neighborhood. Don't go away.
Unleash your inner shark. Sharky Zartman's book, Shark Sense, reveals the 14 life-changing steps you can take today to start reaching your goals. Through her witty yet no-nonsense approach, Sharky Zartman unlocks the lessons we can all learn from sharks.
I use the shark as a symbol for your inner source of strength and power, the part of you that doesn't know the meaning of the word can't.
Stop settling for less and start living with confidence and purpose. Order Shark Sense today at sharksense.org and get in touch with your inner shark. Do you have unpaid traffic tickets? Has your license been suspended for months or even years? One visit to Ticket Relief can reinstate your license, often in less than 30 minutes. We'll also roll back the penalties and late fees on your traffic tickets and get you more time to pay the original fee. It's no wonder newspapers are calling Ticket Relief a sigh of relief for motorists. Get your license back today. Call us at 213-272-2826 or visit us online at californiaticketrelief.org.
Now here's a snapshot of some other stories this past week right here in the San Gabriel Valley. Police say Arcadia High School was locked down this past Tuesday in response to a death threat. School officials found a note with an unspecified threat. School officials found on the campus grounds, Arcadia police responded to the call, and the school was placed on a precautionary lockdown at about noon. Authorities say they received additional information which led them to believe that Holly Elementary students, and staff may also be at risk, and that school was placed on a lockdown as well. An announcement from Superintendent Dr. Joel Shawn said that campus students were released to the high school stadium, the side of Duarte Road, and some students were asked to be picked up at Arcadia County Park after it was safe to do so. Nearly 5,000 students were released, after 2 p.m., and the campus was cleared by 4. Police arrested a 32-year-old man in connection to the attempted kidnapping of a 6-year-old boy near Monrovia this past week. The little boy managed to escape from his kidnapper a little after 4 o'clock this past Friday afternoon. He was in his backyard when a man appeared and grabbed him. The suspect placed his hand over the boy's mouth and ran down the street, but the boy bit him and managed to escape and run away. Authorities ask anyone with information related to the incident to call the Temple City Sheriff's Station at 626-285-7171. Good for that boy that he was able to escape. More than 200 protesters gathered in front of a Wells Fargo in Pasadena this past Saturday. The protesters are part of a campaign called Move Your Money, which they say is meant to empower individuals and institutions to part from the largest Wall Street banks and move to local credit unions. Move Your Money project organizers say people across the country are already taking action and personally moving away from Wall Street banks, which they say are responsible for the financial crisis. The protest ran for 4 hours, and some customers actually closed their bank accounts. Occupy Wall Street Pasadena organizer Maddie Gavel-Briggs, whom we've interviewed here on Crown City News, says this protest was their most successful rally to date. The Pasadena Tournament of Roses announced its Grand Marshal for 2012 this past Tuesday. Iraq War veteran and actor J.R. Martinez is most recognized as a fan favorite on Dancing with the Stars, but this coming year his new stage will be on the float in the 123rd Rose Parade. Tournament of Roses president Rick Jackson calls J.R. Martinez an inspiration and a natural fit for the theme, Just Imagine. In 2003, Martinez was deployed to Iraq, and on April 5th of 2003, the left front tire of his Humvee hit a landmine in Karbala. 3 soldiers riding him with him were ejected from the vehicle, but Martinez was trapped inside. Martinez suffered smoke inhalation and severe burns to 40% of his body. Martinez will toss the Rose Bowl coin on January 2nd in honor of all wounded servicemen and servicewomen. And of course, reigning over the parade will be the Rose Queen, Drew Washington, and the 6 princesses of the Tournament of Roses Royal Court. The rains came down over the weekend with a chill in the air, but sunny skies are back. Let's check in with CCN meteorologist Curtis Peak to see if we should still keep the umbrella and sweaters handy. Curtis, what do we have?
Hey, good evening, San Gabriel Valley. It was a chilly weekend, and yes, I think you should keep those umbrellas handy. Bring out those boots because we are going to see a late week storm. Today was an absolutely gorgeous day. We're going to see one more day like that, probably 2 into Wednesday, but we are going to see an upper level low that's going to come in. We are going to get a little lift out of the atmosphere, and with that lift, that means we are going to see some rain. Our high today was 65 degrees. Our low tonight is going to be 44 degrees. We are going to have a warming trend. That's, like I said, it's going to come in for the next few days, but we are going to get a couple of days of gusty offshore winds. That's the reason we're going to get a little heat out of this. Those gusty offshore winds, they're going to come through the mountains over the valleys. We're going to see those molecules begin to work a little harder, and we are going to warm up, but we are going to stay below normal temperatures for this time of year, and we are going to see an end of the week storm. All right, let's take a look right now. Outside, 51 degrees. Our winds are out of the southwest at 7 miles per hour. Our sunrise is at 6:17. Look at our sunset. I hope everybody did change their clocks, did fall back 1 hour on Sunday night. Saturday night, early Sunday morning, I should say. But we are going to see some early sunsets this time of year. So anything you need to do and get out there a little earlier because the sun will be setting around 4:55. Overnight lows right now, 46 in Pasadena, Arcadia 43, and 46 in Monrovia. With these overnight lows, don't be surprised if you go out in the morning and see a little early morning frost out there because these temperatures are dipping. They are going to pick back up by Wednesday, Thursday, but they are going to stay in the 50s. Let's take our highs for tomorrow. Our highs, we do see 70 in Pasadena, 67 in Monrovia, 71 in Arcadia. And let's take a look at our satellite radar. This is what's happening right now. We are going to see a few days of clear skies right here. But look what's happening right here. We have this low that's sitting off the Pacific. It is ready to come in by the weekend. This is going to be a storm, but this storm is not going to be as cold as the one we saw last weekend. This is going to be maybe a little warmer temperature storm, so you can turn the heat off, but enjoy the rain that's going to come down on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's going to begin to dissipate on Sunday afternoon into Monday. Here's our 7-day forecast right now. We are seeing temperatures on the 70s for tomorrow. As I said, we are going to have a warming trend for a couple of days. We are going to see 74 on Wednesday, a 74 on Thursday, but look at Friday. Friday's our transition day, 65 degrees. The rain is going to start coming down Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's going to begin to taper off, but look at those overnight lows as I was talking about a few minutes ago. Tonight, 44 degrees, 46 tomorrow night, and 50s across the board for the rest of the week.
Well, thanks for that, Curtis, and it's good to have you back.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, no matter your age, there's some way to contribute to help your neighborhoods. We have Sherry Ann Gordon of the AARP, and she'll go on camera with me. That's next on CCN Crown City News. Your news, your neighborhood. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Lori Webster. I'm the owner of Webster's Fine Stationers.
Hi, I'm Scott Webster.
You need to come and check us out because we've got great gifts for everybody in the family.
We have Fine Stationers by Cranes and Company.
We have some beautiful greeting cards, things that are unique.
A myriad of other things, so please come by.
And our phone number is area code 626-797-1135, and we're located at 2450 North Lake Avenue, Suite B in Altadena. Our motto is,
let's do something good today.
If your child is getting behind in school and needs help organizing, reading, writing, or studying, Klein's classes can help. Audrey Klein has been teaching for more than 20 years. Her book, Skills for Student Success, can teach your child essential learning tools. Klein's classes are affordable and conveniently available online. You can view the lessons and educational films anytime.
I've seen children jump 2 reading levels in 1 year. I've proven it over and over again.
Don't let another semester pass without getting your child some help. Visit kleinsclasses.com and get started today.
It's National To Serve, Not to Be Served Week, sponsored by the AARP, a nonprofit organization formerly known as the American Association of Retired Persons. AARP officials say the organization helps those over the age of 50 stay healthy and engaged in their communities. With us now live is Sherry Ann Gordon, Associate State Director for Multicultural Outreach at AARP's California State Office, to discuss how seniors can contribute their skills. Thanks for being here, Sherry Ann.
Thanks for having me.
So what is this week about?
This week is about education for the purpose of taking an action. And so we want folks to come out and get educated and at the same time decide how I can take this information and it really help somebody else.
Okay. Now, why is it important for seniors to contribute their skills?
Well, because life continues and we're in a tough economic situation. And so we really want folks to know that there is hope within their own reach. And that there are tons of things that they can do to not just help themselves, but help their neighbors at any age. And we're actually encouraging not just seniors, but all ages to come out and hear a little bit of the information.
Okay, so what are some of the things that they can hear about at the event?
Well, right here in Pasadena on Friday, we'll be doing a social mixer for the brain. So we'll be dancing, healthy food that keeps the cardiovascular health sharp. And so it's all about brain sharpness. We just did an event on parents and grandparents educating the next generation. And so there's tons of things about health, about finance, and about education that we can all partake in.
Okay. Now, you had mentioned the economy, which stresses everyone out, especially those who are close to retirement and they're seeing their savings dwindle. How do you ask them to contribute when they're scrambling themselves?
In fact, you can contribute by finding out what others are doing to help you save. And on Wednesday, we'll be doing something in Hawthorne about how to fight the utility rate hikes. So not only do we want to help you save money, but we want to kind of edge some of those things that are causing folks to lose money, like utility rate hikes, high cost in healthcare reform. So that's how they can really contribute, by getting a part of the fight that's helping folks save. Okay.
You'd mentioned healthcare and, the baby boom generation, they're entering the ranks and becoming members, I'm sure.
Yes.
How does the AARP help seniors address healthcare concerns?
Well, we've been in the fight since our foundation, and it's all about helping have quality of life. And so we do it by educating people on what they can do as individuals. How do you keep yourself healthy, your mind healthy, and all those kinds of things. But on the other side, we organize our over 35 million members to take an action in Congress, in Sacramento, right here in our local governments.
Okay. Give us some information, a website or phone number where they can get more information.
Well, you can go to our website, www.aarp.org/CA, or they can call us at 1-877-926-8300.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming here and telling us all about it.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, do you have one of the 10.5 million iPhones sold just this past quarter? We'll find out how Apple's been doing in the Tech Byte and the highlights from the Mustangs Bulldog game. No, not those Bulldogs. When we come back, you're watching CCN Crown City News. Your news, your neighborhood. Don't go away.
Live, work, play, and shop in the North Lake Village. See for yourself when you visit our village.
Well, let's check in with Teen Techie Grant D in today's CCN Tech Byte. So Apple's doing great, I hear.
Yeah, certainly some great numbers in the last quarter, Sehnita, and huge news from their record sales numbers for the iPhone 4S the past few weeks, and big news recently from the iPhone as well. As they continue to roll out the iPhone this coming week in more countries, Apple announces they've already sold more than 10.5 million iPhones this past quarter, leading to nearly $28.2 billion in revenue for the company. After doing the math, that means the iPhone was the top-selling phone for AT&T, Sprint, and Verizon, meaning Apple is now benefiting strongly from these numbers. TechCrunch reports that the company recently gave 1 million shares to its 7-person executive leadership team and promoted Eddie Q to Senior Vice President of Internet Software and Services for the company. Either way, with these results, Apple is doing very well with its latest product launches. Also this week, Facebook is reportedly rearranging things on their site to promote their new timeline feature and change around some other page layouts. Specifically, the company is moving around advertisement spots on the site to make the ads more prominent in some places, as well as to promote the site's newest feature, the timeline, which we told you about right here on the CCN Tech Byte a few weeks back. The timeline and the new ad layouts on the site are still in developer testing and will be rolled out to all users soon. And Lauren Brichter, the developer of the official Twitter, iPhone, and iPad application, has left Twitter according to a tweet he sent out on Friday. Brichter, who also worked at Apple on the original iPhone, later ran his own one-man company known as 8bits, which produced its own separate Twitter client known as Tweety until 2010 when Twitter acquired both Tweety and 8bits. Although Brichter did not provide a reason for his departure from the company, he said in his tweet Friday that he plans to take some time to figure out what's next. And finally this week, if you haven't had enough Cityville, Farmville, Frontierville, or Mafia Wars, just to name a few, internet gaming giant Zynga is out with their latest creation this week, Castleville. The new game allows players to build their own medieval castle, trade armor, weapons, and more. Castleville is the latest addition to Zynga's series of online and iPhone games, which get more than 20 million active users each month. And that's what's making news in the world of tech this week. Sehnita, back to you.
Well, thanks for that report, Grant. And now we are off to sports. CCN sports reporter Hyra Romero is here with her game of the week. What do you have for us, Hyra?
Hi, Sehnita. Oh my God, it was freezing in the Pasadena hills. I think the soccer team must have made a fortune from the hot chocolate and the coffee that night.
The John Muir cheer squad started the chilly night by honoring student seniors before the football match against the Burbank Bulldogs this past Friday night. Muir Mustang Tyron Owens hit the play button to make a 52-yard punt return in the first quarter. Mustangs led 31-21 with 10:36 remaining in the fourth quarter. They gave up runs of 61 and 21 to Herman Castro. It was a close call at the end, and Burbank ultimately snagged the W with 35 over Muir with 34. Despite Muir's 1-point deficit, Derek Holmes Jr. was a bright, shining star, hopping off the bench, completing 7 of 9 for 170 yards and rushing for 80 yards on 10 carries. Along the sidelines, Derek Holmes Jr.'s cousin, Carl Holmes, a Mustang last season, stopped by to support his former team. Carl's now a Sun Devil from the Pac-12 school, Arizona State. He talked to me about a number of things, but most importantly, what it's like to transition from high school football to college-level competition.
The game speed is really different. I know my school in the past they produce a lot of Division I players, and we got more to come. But it's just adjusting to the college and the professors, and just making sure everything is done on time. And you really can't have any excuses. You just gotta just get the work done. And other than that, it's cool. You just gotta be able to step up the competition, man up.
Now for the CCN scoreboard, 4 other football games from around the San Gabriel Valley for you. Arcadia trounced Pasadena 48-14. San Gabriel gave an even bigger beating to Alhambra 69-14. Maranatha clobbered Village Christian 34-17. And San Marino beat down South Pasadena 28-7. Don't forget, Pasadenians, Muir plays some other Bulldogs of Pasadena High School in the Turkey Tussle rivalry match this Thursday, November 10th at the Rose Bowl. If Muir claims a victory, there will be a 4-way tie for 2 Division IV League playoff spots that could potentially end in a coin toss. That's it for this week. See you at the Turkey Tussle. Sehnita, back to you.
Well, thanks for that, Hyra. And that's it for this newscast. Thanks to Police Chief Phillip Sanchez and Sherry Ann Gordon from AARP for going on camera with us. Thanks to all of our sponsors, including Southern California Edison, Wink Marketing, and Pasadena Enterprise Center with office building space available. Thanks also to the CCN crew. The show would not be possible without you. But finally, we thank you for watching CCN Crown City News. Join us each week as we cover the news in Pasadena and the San Gabriel Valley. For everyone here at CCN, I'm Sehnita Joshua Mattison. Have a great week.
If your child is getting behind in school and needs help organizing, reading, writing, or studying, Klein's Classes can help. Audrey Klein has been teaching for more than 20 years. Her book, Skills for Student Success, can teach your child essential learning tools. Klein's Classes are affordable and conveniently available online. You can view the lessons and educational films anytime.
I've seen children jump 2 reading levels in 1 year. I've proven it over and over again.
Don't let another semester pass without getting your child some help. Visit kleinsclasses.com and get started today.
Hi, I'm Jesse Avila at the Convalescent Aid Society, a nonprofit organization established in 1923. We provide the free loan of durable medical equipment, of hospital beds, wheelchairs, walkers, canes, and many other items. Your donations and contributions are welcome and greatly appreciated. We are located at 3255 East Foothill Boulevard in Pasadena.
We're here to help you.
Please give us a call and check for availability at 626-793-1696.